adi kan akoso enkomo ye di kan dia to anim ene sedia etie no ene na dom kuma ya kan na ye nim ye wo mrase bedwafi ansana na no ya woda ene sedia ehusem kosi ye ni speaker mane a wode bo wo mo mrase bedwafo enan yo mu seat ni se Adam pan ama NDC abekita edom dodo e wo fi ho no na NDC enransam twofo nhie mo ye owura kasa atoforsen e de etudwa e chese kwan bi aso no mo ba mo bekọ tena ba bia dom kese etina na ye bedura no pani hu se pinte kakra e wo ha sei na no achimpo no na mo kwan so e ba na ye hu se e hyen ba ko bi e be no e ye otum se asrafo no mo nkrama yi bia mo de mo dijuma no e hyen ba ko mo de mo ba ye bedru ye na che so hena mponsa wo ha nti de si ye esen na ba ya na nkrama sisi fom na ye bedu ehu se wura governance kwame agboja na wono so esusu sase aban no pese wotena eye wo so de bambon sembi ni ade eye de wo pese mo ye no mo so kra se bi de kan ewrem dom kese no de kan ewrem na ma me ne ohene ni nkomo ohene wo ba ye no me beto se nkrama gina ha no ma gidigidi wani mu ha na de na ekoso
yo abena medase ye du hanom be nonum empay mu no ene ye hu se ye wura Frank Adom pre ena ne nua ba ko e ka ne ho ena wo no ehyen eye chamber mu na so ba parliament a emrane se anase ne wo ye ne se ansa no benya kwan na wawura eye chamber mu no wo se ebo notwe ene eko na emum sabre no na notwe bre no emboye na mo ye bedu hanom no so ye nya nte ye se na NDC caucus force so aba hanom a wo hwe ana won so won hye ne sai se competition obi a pese onu no hyen eye chamber mu ho kane onu no odi kan wura mu nti Adom pre ba ye no no mo odi kan wura mu nti ye wo hanom se ye ne hu se yera ato forcing case ato forcing and afin so governance agboja ene won an waka no so bae na wo bae no esa ne se yera no na wawura mu dada nti no ade a woni anje ho emede kasa bae ama ne kire se security for ha na odi omo ho yesa ne se so bi na wo bae ma chili bi be hye eye chimba ni wono ma anka wonyina no kire se wo abrabo eda adwemu eno ena kire se ekotakota mu ababedu sabi se de me no kase de yera Frank Adom pre we pia bontene ama kire se chimba ni mo ene ade obi a ho no na eye security for no so police for no di kan ba hanom be ye nonum abremu nti won de won ba ye no won bo modern ase wo be ma wo barricade ni bibia timi edi juma wo hanom se anche ne ye hu se eye friends military for no so e de adwen a won so wo de shame you ne ba ye nkran ase na wo kan no ewo mu no na enya asem kuma ne nyina no so mana mo dom kuma na kire se parliament ade se bi enya police enya military asem na mo wankasa no we masters of their own rules nti they don't need any foreigner in the chamber.
Mate, ohine mame na sena mame mompinche endi samanyoko no emra sebedwafo ni bi na menyomo eni enkomo owura governance kwame agboja ewo ha yene no enkasa na fe eja wadaroma medase honorable ye mo achan
yeja
me ba mi hu se wani abra pacho obeda no kakra ma me hu se wani abra na wo kasa eba no sojafo aba ne dan a susu se o ma bia ma obi awram e de ne se obedru ha breben
enye dan yesusu se obi ebiem yen nyina enim say yenua num yenua be 4 e parliament no omo eco file either on a party ticket or they have gone independent according to article 97(1) G and H. Actually say they have vacated their seat. We drew the attention or draw attention of the speaker and now all confirm say polls the evidence say omo file and I'm run say they cannot come to the chamber and so because the Supreme Court is so easy for yenuam no mu MPP mu de bia ye court omu court and a court no without even looking at the substance the Chief Justice and 4 others decide to say they are setting aside Speaker's ruling. Before then, no, we have taken over as majority. And to avoid chaos, no, because Tuesday, Parliament give Emma directive say chamber no be only at 8 o'clock. And member MP bia room chamber no. Say anu say you use the main chamber. You use tent, obi tent International Conference Center. Yeah, press conference a few days ago. My allergy say, nim say, nuamu MPP omo meeting. a plan say omo be create situation e the military e ba ha enti anopa we ye sorry a ye ninam ekwan no so e ba ye behwe a ye nuanom menu the minority chief whip honorable Adom Pre any the deputy transport minister they were already sitting in the chamber who hold the doors no all the doors are locked just say obi ebie door no e ma omo trem e na mo lock it door no
why na bie
the people are protected aha Ghana police and the parliament police
okay
and police for in connivance with the NPP and omo rem to give the opportunity to bring the military as I predicted. And some time I may raise the alarm no omo confirm military for omo say omo babe sweep inside aha. But and why you don't have to trust NPP is this. They were on social media and in the news saying say and ekra ye be ho na omo mbab aha. But they came here at 4 a.m. And a plan say they have decided to make today degenerate with the connivance of the police. And the IGP was unable to even remove Adom Pre from the chamber until they have to beg him for almost 30 minutes before he reluctantly walked out of the chamber. And Ghana no, say obi say you have been in government for 8 years until you have become a lord unto yourself. President Rawlings ruled this country for 19 years, but there was a fateful day. That morning, in the afternoon, he was no longer president. And he said, almost say the military, they have recruited a lot of people into the military, the judiciary and other things. No, this country belongs to all of us. Nobody is calling for chaos. But you can see this morning, the MPP have started chaos in parliament.
Okay. Mahunu say you are not Adom Pre. We peer free chamber. As we speak, the Martin say obi any what wakuma to yemana.
Almost say
wakuma to yem so be any.
No. So almost say don't commit a crime. Imagine that I'm here with a lot of colleagues. You can see that we are more than them. Imagine say we have also forced ourselves into the chamber. You see that chaos that will happen. But we love our country. At least for this morning, we are showing to the MPP that we are capable of restraining ourselves. But I cannot guarantee, say, if this kind of lawlessness, state-sponsored lawlessness continues, I cannot guarantee, say, our colleagues will not react.
Okay. Say, Osha and Kramani military na banwa, or more than Kramano Ash, some be screening inside the horn, say the Baya, Bambo Seven, be a bed the day and sun more room. Ain't na a slap for the den Kramanaba. And then there was some problem. So mobile screening one more bambunti, and there was a problem.
Military go to war. We have Ghana police and the internal security of parliament. Ebanu say IGP Eka say they have no capability of sweeping or making sure say the place is safe. To the extent say parliament they will need to use the military to sweep the chamber. And yes, say the military have come to do something to sweep the place. In any case, who are in 2020 January, the military entered the chamber and molested MPs. So there's a sore memory of MPs seeing a friend saying military in the chamber. But it is orchestrated by the NPP, President Akufo-Addo and Dr. Bawumia, to create a scene and bring the military back into the chamber. That is what they are doing.
Mate, mamena say, Ora Gavins Kwame Agboja and Yeneno Ekasa, no Tidia Kosodo, no so mobile Frank Adom Pre Edin, Meneno Ebedim Comachi, nothing, Yasha said, Ebekora Isaac Mensa, Ewa, Meneno, any commonable, Martin.
Majodo.
Mahusa Maba as a cocos, Mudim Comonia, dear. Obaye so far, dear Cosono.
And a chief Bacatron. Mamma be him, speaker, ordinary Abbas, press release Abbas, 8 o'clock. No, you better quine Miyabaha. Then in a no 9 in a Adom Pre and the deputy minister for transport. Omaba shed them who are Yasha Loco. So any I had the Yajuaha, but the disappointment and the chief people can. And it's I didn't think you were maim Nambrawaha. Naya and Shaya on Bobusu. Ombasa, Omudia, and Nimraswana. Yam Pesa because NDC for the problem. Omo ma start yesu ya nyegiti ya do so cha omkra so ejina the person mafo ina hu say IGP ene MP fo mpanyimfo a ma chichire omo san nyema hina abomu no san nyema hina pesa ekoso na ekoso a enya de papa
mama na so ramensa na ora gboja we the last one wadaroma me pese me hu say wakoye shipi de ene no maye benton se kwan bia so mo be kotem bia Adom kese betina.
The NDC caucus in parliament ye na ye majority. That is all I will say for now.
But so we are saying Supreme Court has serving Speaker and Krata.
I'm not aware. And this is not the first time Supreme Court Emma judgment as a person doesn't make sense to me. The day they gave a judgment that Ghana birth certificate is not proof of, you cannot prove citizenship or nationality or Ghana birth, that day I had problem with them. So me want to say it is one of those, in my view, bizarre and warped judgment.
But we view almost so demrane kasa. So we view no demrano.
They can also make mistake. The unfortunate thing is that they don't have the courage to correct themselves. If I make mistake, I can correct myself. The Chief Justice says she's a preacher at church. On him say, it is not right. And we should all keep quiet, say, because it's Chief Justice. Why the cultural say, when they say the Supreme Court is the apex court, the framers of the Constitution did not expect those who exercise that power to exercise it capriciously. They expected you to do it in line with common sense. Is it common sense to say, Ufa Ghana birth certificate, don't mean say Nipa ni Ghanaian ana or Togolese. Okay.
And the American said the Supreme Court and they serve or their bar if you hang in it, and the more court and Adom can see for when somebody chaos beba.
Say Yamba Juma Nra. Mena Obian 7 me.
But at least what is a bedroom?
As far as I'm concerned, the question is say, do we have 4 of our colleagues who have filed and are no longer members of parliament according to the Constitution? Ask. Is it the case that the 4 have filed as members of a political party or independent, and therefore by Article 97(1) G and H, they are no longer members of parliament? Yes. If that's the case, then what is the meaning of what the Chief Justice is saying?
That is say MP say some shemran mo na mo interpret him rana mayana. Mo na mo interpret him rana mayan.
Justice say according to her no, say on my say a coin say majority will break down government will impede government business. One cultural says buying the Emra Fumbi ba parliament say Mubabe Ghana 4, we don't have the right to stop them. We have the right to stop them. And why is the Chief Justice behaving like a party person to say he's protecting NPP? Okay.
Instead of going be so na mo better on about him say chaos, mo betumi the chaos aba. Mo take his step.
No, NPP at the chaos NPP at the chaos about parliament. We seen her do anything? NPP at the chaos about parliament. Anopa way. Yeah, we are not part of it.
Me that say. Mami any era Frank and not don't pray any komo. It's as I share ensema NDC amanyoko no woman na musifa na semra shebedwa fa ha no mo kanoa na wo mo kire se nhyehyɛ no ne nkrata ba bonten nra me kenkan bi de no wɔtwe ɛna na wo mo bebie chamber no ama obi awra mu ebi di kan agya bi ora Frank anodon pray okay mate mame mo ache
me my tree is not good anti bibia boko
yeah the radio say eba ne sen na MPP side nipa mienu edi kan wremu ewo bra na omumie ye mo amohyehyɛ mo de ba bonten che say 8 o'clock na mo nyina mo be wremu den na yura Frank anodon pray ene deputy transport minister remu.
Oh, say no they enye boni. They are elected members of parliament. They have seats. Omo ekunya wa ho. And so omo banten because omo other business to do. And so omo ba don no entum. So they went inside. Normal, just to make sure, because Chief Whip no person making sure say majority side, yeah, that's who the right of the speaker, and a minority side. But our call, you know, who say BBI Kama, MPP, we are still majority and we are seated to the right. No name tag has been changed, another thing. That's how the majority leader and the person on Chase. Until Honor security in the barber catcher and say, oh, they want to do the security screening, ne BBI. And it's our Honorman or free buy. And because some, you know, Bojano Mokaino, no more ni hampo.
Choice of words. Because
if you are not there, then you didn't witness anything. Now, as some say, because what did you see? Were you there? Did you see them seated in the chamber? And to now who say bicycle for no more casa as I'm now also far and also say free.
The media man who the Matibiano, I was some woman, yes, I can say and Quasia Seminasa when Remoa. And she said, Mamma de Bay and Kratia can say 8 a.m. and a moon remu. Into no so by no saw your Chief Whip into no so remubia in Cadena Bissio. No, such a time or Banuna majority Chief Whip, no inside. No, Jinaha. Satama Agoja minority whip bar no. Now majority whip no or Jinaha. Majority whip or bar no.
the door was not locked. You can interview with my bisa security for no or call inside so I'm making sure say majority side no we are still seated at the right.
So chema 18 boy said the mama krata mo de ba ye kan sana oruma akwache se baby amote ne ho na mote ade na kebeba.
Now then what is wrong with oko oba and dina bie if you know typical of Frank Adom pray time bia ebe boss 6:30 no wo chamber you can go and check parliament your video stand bia san oba parliament and so oba and dino and entum open and so oko inside no making sure say ni say no sa pie.
Is it the case that directive ne buy no enka MPP for NDC for peneka na
enye directive men bisa will buy ask questions no on that direction there woman say on kwa kwatena ho oko check here no sa bebegina ho and you don't use your bias question say who person won cassette say obi amaye advantage say yonko ye bibi no that's not how they ubaba bisampo you supposed to ask the person who they said was inside ubaba bisa the only ha no ni bibia to tell you what because he was not there whether you needed to even confirm from chief whip no or inside and the deputy minister for transport and say na okwa bisa omo say okay I have confirmed but I want confirm no can answer ma so oba no catch say na nko ni ho na nko be can there
na so nka na say how do I confirm from the honorable Adom
na say me dey no ha no hu Adom pray was inside na if no hu say Adom pray na ho no that time the Kwame Agoja was not here.
And also pictures of him are not inside.
I'm saying that no Kwame was not here.
But
let me see inside.
But Obeti said no inside.
Some Yanka said the chief whip was not there. The chief whip was there to ensure say the right side. Na Satam Oba no sa PA, no sa time Agoja was also here to go inside. The majority whip was already outside and allowed the building for the security to do. And to Satam na Kwame ni ha. And to some bia okano and no cry because he didn't see Adom press seated there. He had never met him there.
But Obeti said no inside. I would say Juma no ye meboa.
Say no na me catch out.
I'm not repeating it. So what jetum say no ho e kwhye say ba bia mote e fa na mo wo no bibia obi adi name tag ne ade wo ho no mo a na just say he was there
but man can say he was not there but I'm saying that Kwame Agboja who you interview no ni ha and on what basis na obeka assembly because one who was inside one shiano or no ankasa then you are there saying that the security have allowed him to enter the bibia where you here oba na dino na entum and so okọ here and typical of Frank Adom play the majority whip ni say tem bia oba parliament in tem by 6-7 o'clock here was the original chamber no be hu say no na hono no ye bibia and the omo canon there is part of their game say omo causing fear and panic. Their games and Omuka security is favoring MPP ni BBI. We are not here to fight. They said they are here to fight. We are not here to fight. We are majority. We have come to make sure that we are on the right side. We are not here to fight.
Matabi mpachomen family Hawadaroma oh, you are ready to speak, may I say. But the kind me person, na can person me de Habib say, Ora Gavin Sagboja Emma I say now our legislation with the military ebeba ha say Emma Okasa buy no any shebia sabate buy who military around.
Actually say yeah na military buy.
It's a for the military.
The security arrangement ewaha is done by parliament. Omunko bisa speaker. You said one kasa na okase there was a letter. And a letter and say omuma the criterion the ebeshen uba hano one who gate hana secret first na any ho na MPP for na odi share uba be hu say na ahane nyina uba be hu ahane nyina na omudi ye candidate mpo na omudi barriers na bibia na o ka say MPP na if there is any security presence here it is an arrangement of parliament and your majority caucus na
me da say ora Frank Adom pray me di can be some patcho be na ora chamber ni.
How am I supposed to give you that an answer? Time I'm in right chamber. Me bear jumantem. And I'm not compelled to give you time I'm in right chamber anymore. Okay? Me bear jumo obio ni mu bia ni se me bantem. It's part of my arrangement. It's me right chamber be bar chamber hanmo no. Me do hand presence no. Na security for her. Me busa omo say, can I access the place? Masha wa hanmo. Security for go behind me and find out. So my some American throw na media. They say yes. And I me call me honorable Adom and your cuts now.
Me
to me time, but I entered. I know the young people in Ukraine, me rahon. Because I imagine no anything. I entered the parliament because the place was open. As my make can be a wound here. Me busa almost say, me buy a beer ho. They be a me bantem. na me busa mo say metime wura ho mo say I metime wura ho. It's not like me fa kukuo mu ewia me ho na kwhye ho no. This the all can me na me anything na me pese me kasa no because asem all can 77 pedua say nyansa bia enim. Na mo kasa ye the military for abahan mo. Why the head of this institution? And you Speaker of Parliament. It is all about military ni police for why na yeso blame no. And yes speaker na yeso blame no. It is omo nim obi omo person mo do mo point accusing fingers. They should point the accusing fingers at their speaker. I'm a speaker na yeso mo do accusing fingers pointing and yen the military for Baha. Let me
na me banti the military for be hu mo National Dog Academy Ghana military police no munya we muni hu amane bia.
Chief we me military me adwuma military.
Me can say me can ask in government.
Yeah, no, but I'm not part of government. I am chief whip, I am not part of government. It is a military abaha no mo a mesre mo free ha anamo free ha ko speaker office and wasa munyina munim ho. Munko busa munfa kasemu ne fanko tua speaker na munbusa no say ba ne say na was say sojafo aba begu ha no. The speaker should be answerable to that question. Me ade aye me wonwane say ya ba ha no mo onim say de bia me bantam me ba ye bi ho me busa metime wura mo say metime wura ho na ba kwa kwatena se abone be ne maye o inkuguo kase e ba no na sabi mpedua say e for mo so mo dai mo hu de mo ye sa de we there's no point in coming to say so obi the military for aba obi the say aba ha no. Me challenge mu as a respected media house. Mumbusa Masha. Ono no in charge of security in parliament. No mumbusa ne say. One, why na the military baha? Two, another pre baha no money honorable Adom ye baha no no. Ye busa omo ana say ye force your way into the chamber. These are very important questions you should ask. And mume inja Ghana for any abre epe eni daso. So mo campaign out on Zoom na enko yi amamo fa mbe for his answer mwe hu. Me dear, today I will enter and I will sit on my seat. Regardless. I will sit on my seat. So no so better me miss akunya so yemi na better akunya.
Your capacity as.
Do I have to tell you?
Yes. Me pese me hu.
Do I have to tell you? You should know.
And I me chese me pese me hu because said me the speaker enkomo ne di editu dwa no kan dia na asat now no mukita 135 seats on Abodom.
No. Do you respect the Supreme Court?
I do.
You respect the Supreme Court?
Yes.
Are you aware of the recent decision by the Supreme Court?
Me ya patoya machine knows.
Chine no an yeka no. Mrs. Awubu Supreme Court now wo bu ni need mass separation of powers. Say Supreme Court per our laws no. Omo na mo interpret the constitution. No mo ka say asema speaker let to dwane sabi producer etu nkotwe be atwire na wasan busa me say me minority and as a majority na kwan bi so no asa wo asema Supreme Court kan na either say won tie ase na so won yomo nya adwe
enti me bisa no say be be echichira bo na ho na ye gya no speaker and ma announcement no some say nye ruling enti o communicate with parliament say we declare wadaroma patro de mamelande 4 seats Adom pan aye vacant senisa dia na malusu 3 seats e wo hono enti etoji say speaker nsabe kan krata na waka no wasan betu din parliament say Supreme Court nkata ne saka into until then no dia dodo na anti asemu no moye minority
o ka say dodo na anti asemu ame ne onya adwene because sa court ba time na eno mo ka say Yewra John Mahama ewini and no mo bohire no mo hyefufuo court kroya is the same judiciary Yewra to force and some for mo ka say wodi bem no mo bo o say na the court akasa wo so wuntie between the two decisions are speaker kan any recent in someone speaker Supreme Court dey to dwane dey in recent and your Supreme Court. So why do you tell me I should go back and making reference to Asema's
but I also channel speaker be to deal with you Hosan Saka krata na
the court. I respect the court. Entina na bimbi match asha me kina me kwakotira makunya so. I will not wait. Yeah, hwede oba ye ne. But we know that he's not going to do anything different from what the court has asked him to do. If he does, he'll be in contempt of the Supreme Court. And we are ready for that.
Then this is also say many Yewra Bojadi edin komo no kwan bia so omo tena the majority side. Orua anodon person or tena the majority side. Usu said the bekoso dan.
The bekoso. Yeah, the bekoso.
The bekoso.
The bekoso.
Me person me hu the bekoso.
Me the bekoso. Me the bekotena makonya so. Me bekotena makonya so. And I have not offended any law in this country. Say speaker na amfa emran to baby that no one tears say oh yeah if I say a lawmaking body, legislature, and there's a judiciary, do have the fundamental mandate. So, I'm interpret the constitution. So, judiciary interpret the constitution. Now, as a respected lawyer, and the Speaker of Parliament also own TR Ghana for her.
In 2020, Ora John Bodo na then or the party's secretary Natural Crata at the President Speaker Okui, a money taking decision on for MENA constituency, you a Siama, a bra or yes, Obeko independent. No, Adan as our brand man fighting for interpretation and nay, and I'm more fighting for interpretation.
Well, you know, about 7 producer, you know about ready a bay. Mewa. A brainy don't want in that, said you nipa bay. Yet the AGD say and ne is the time. And it's not Speaker Okwenkwa. Various speakers have made various pronouncements. Sure. We think that this substantive case are called, not just the ex-party case, there is a substantive case are called as seeking for interpretation. And that interpretation will put to rest any interpretation done by the speaker. This time it's going to be done by the judiciary.
Why now? That is what the person. Why now? Because Supreme Court because you've lost the receipts.
We've not lost receipt. I want you to retract that. We have not lost receipt. Please retract that. You see, when you keep saying this, I'll conclude that you are biased in your question, your line of questioning, because I've told you. So there is a recent ruling by the Supreme Court. The recent ruling is that there be idea speaker kind ain't me nyejuma. You are still making reference say you lose 3 seats. And no, that's and then it's all your NDC journalists now. I mean, if I may find out, because my catch was the Supreme Court ruling. Supreme Court's ruling is recent. It is if you are making reference to Speaker Diana also still can say you lose 3 seats, disregarding the ruling, the recent ruling. Emphasis mine. Recent ruling of Supreme Court there. Na kwa mbi sunu bia na wo shatade bi wo atade na se aminim. Ai.
Mama na sepenya wote ne kan ora Frank Adom pre Habib mpacho person kan bibi. Mpacho maneka.
I mean ka say.
Meeting.
NDC for no mo. Kwame Agboja is accusing that the majority chief whip was here early. If they were not here early, how would they know that he was here early? Na me the person mean cousin say, almost say na Honorable Frank Adom pre by hand them. And into no room inside no. So almost so almost by hand tema. Who say no hand tem. And then check. Yeah 4 waha. On the other side, me 20 wa honomo. Tama who can say na another prayer wa honomo because we start to interview around 6 less than 7 a.m. No more respect bibia. No more so baha with a plan of invading the chamber. I don't know more about 20 of them no more.
So about room na.
Now I don't know me can say omo 20 wa ho. Yeah, 4 wa ho. So mo amba hantem. I don't know who say another don't pray war inside.
That obantama wo rem na. Ora Habib na wote ne ka no na me ne empenyufo mi no ewo edom MPP amanyoko no efa Ora Frank Adom pre ono the majority say no. Yeah na ba no majority na but ono any penyen no edi nkomo na edi ameje so ene abena poku a when near ye wo ha say